If I could sit across my younger self for just 1 minute, this is what I would say. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In today's video, I'll be talking about the advice that I would give for my younger self. Start off with, I would tell him to build more discipline before chasing success. Motivation tends to lie, and habits tend to be the foundation that builds success. If you want to be successful, they're not going to tell you just have the motive to be successful. They'll tell you build strong habits, build a foundation. Or I would tell my younger self to focus on more the guide in this dunya, which is the Quran. I'll tell him to memorize it, stick with it, hold it dear. I'll tell my younger self to stay with good habits, maintaining the gym, your diet, staying with the Quran, and praying your 5 daily prayers. These are all considered habits. And this is one advice that I would give my younger self, which is to try to build more discipline and not just chase after success. Look at the run right now. Look at the sprint. Don't look at the marathon. For the second point, which is protect your faith first. And what does that truly mean? That means before anything else, the deen of Allah Azza wa Jal should be your first priority. If Ramadan enters and you know that work is affecting the salah, it's affecting your day, then realistically try to take off. If not, then I wouldn't recommend that you quit in case you need that job, but I would recommend to try scheduling your job work with Ramadan, so it can be an actual ibadah, because work is a ibadah. But just make sure it doesn't ruin that momentum that Ramadan normally gives you throughout the year. But the advice that I would give my younger self, since I'm only 18 right now, and if I were to give my 15-year-old self advice, I would tell him stay firm with his faith, because he honestly doesn't need to work if he's 15 or 14, because you're still living in your parents' house. For my third point is to choose your circle, your friend group. Your friend group is the most important thing about you. There's an Arabic term that says as-sahib sahib, that your friend pulls you, and he can either pull you away from the deen or he could pull you closer to the deen. But choosing the right friend group, I would tell my younger self to focus on himself, and the right friends will come. Stay at the mosque and the right friends are going to come. Alhamdulillah, I think I did do that. I chose the right friends, and these right friends, inshallah, they're more of a blessing. But nowadays it has come to a point where friends, it literally states in the Quran that friends are going to go against friends in the Day of Judgment. They're going to regret having so-and-so as a friend. So I would tell my younger self, choose your circle. And I will tell all you guys, your friends matter at the end of the day. Your friends dictate who you are. They dictate your identity. So I would tell him to build discipline before chasing actual success. I'll tell him to protect his deen. And I will tell him to focus on good friends. For my fourth point is to start early and stay patient. By starting early, I mean the Quran. The Quran, because once you start and nurture with the Quran, everything is going to fit in place. Obviously, I did start a bit early, but there's always these moments where you're starting for a certain person, where your parents are forcing you to go to Arabic school. But I wish I got this motivation, this push on my own, and I actually started a lot earlier. Obviously, I'm still young, and I can't start right now. The more that I think of delaying it, the more tragic it becomes. So, alhamdulillah, I've started, but I'm saying if I start earlier with my Quran journey, with my hifd journey, with even not just the Quran is the most important thing in your life, but probably business as well, maybe school. But at the end of the day, you start early on your map to this dunya, then everything else is going to fit in. That's honestly kind of the one thing I kind of regret, but not really regret, because I'm still working on it, inshallah. And inshallah happens, but in a sense of starting early, that's the one thing I would tell my younger self. and I will tell you guys to start with, which is the Quran. The second that the Quran steps foot in your life is the second that really everything changes. And one advice I would give to you guys is, please, the Quran and the music, it can't go hand in hand. The Quran is a blessing within itself, and music is something else. These two can't go hand in hand. If you want to memorize, if you want to start that foundation, you have to understand that music can't go hand in hand with it. Obviously, everyone sins here and there, but try your best. These are already the 4 points. And for the last point, becoming someone who I respect in private. And I would tell my younger self that just because nowadays people tend to be different online to what they actually are. And nowadays people are flashing their rentals or even their actual cars, and then they go inside the house depressed. Become someone who you actually respect in private, and in public that's completely fine, but actually follow what you're saying. The discipline that I'm talking about currently right now, actually work on it. Don't just say I'm gonna be disciplined. I actually work on it. The first person that I need to respect is myself. And if I know that I'm not even accomplishing that, then I shouldn't go and advise other people. But if I'm already striving in that path of bettering myself, then why not go advise other people? But this is my last point, respecting the person who I am in private. And these are the 5 points that I would tell my younger self. Like I said, these are the advices that I am telling my younger self. Inshallah, that you guys actually take these advices, because I am still learning from these advices. And if you guys have any advices, please write them down in the comments. I would love to read through them. Or you guys could even DM me on Instagram. I am building a SKOOL community, inshallah. It's completely free. Completely free. So it'll only take 10 minutes to join. It's link in the bio. I'm building a community for the Muslims to join and actually improve daily, inshallah. Like I said, it's completely free. I'll try bringing a speaker maybe every week or so, for maybe aqidah or fiqh or even hadith. But like I said, it's completely free. Feel free to join. I'm not going to force anyone to join, but I will put the link in bio. And lastly, jazakumullahu khair for watching, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.